Hey, good evening. Hi. This is a video just talking about stuff. I've been taking a little bit of a break from the internet just because I've like self-helped myself into a hole. And I was talking to my homegirl and I was just like, the self-help stuff is like good to a certain extent, but then eventually you're just kind of like in like a bubble of like being soft and like vibing, but like you don't actually really do anything or make any progress necessarily. So I was just like, let me just step away from this. Like when the spiritual girlies, and like not even the spiritual girlies, but when just like the self help besties online started just calling everything toxic, I knew it was time for me to step away from the app for a little bit because I'm not gonna be fake outraged over everything and then like consistently taking in like the vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like I said this about this in the video before, but it's just like we we can't sit on a moral high ground and then like start calling people toxic for the most random things ever and like sit up in our rooms and like we're doing something, you know what I'm saying? Like after a certain while there's just nothing happening, you know what I'm saying? Or there's just like stuff that yeah, maybe people are being people, but like it's nothing that we haven't commented on last month. So I don't know, I'm just living my life and doing stuff, but and sort of just sort of like limiting the channels that I'm taking in, you know, sort of not losing any of my like you know the vibes or influence or whatever, but it's just sort of condensing my energy, not necessarily losing my energy, but sort of focusing my energy and condensing like the streams of influence and sort of what I give my attention to, just sort of consolidating those things. And yeah, just sort of vibing in general, and just sort of organizing my thought process when it comes to a lot of things. And I'm still like, I'm still vibing with my cards, period. And it's really nice, just like having my vibes together. You know what I'm saying? Like I could like bring out statistics if you want to, but people who smoke and or vape are the least of any community's actual worries, especially recently what's been going on here in the area. And see, while we're over here on the internet spending all this time like being toxic but pretending that we're not, just because there's nobody that's actually like horrifically toxic doing anything crazy for us all to judge them on right now and talk about. We could talk about some of the things that are happening that's kind of quirky and a little bit under the radar. For example, there's been some stuff happening like locally involving, of course, our favorite bundle of roses. What is a gun to like a bundle of roses in America? Whatever. I live here, but like, I'm tired. It's a day. This is my Friday. Leave me alone. But like, dang it, what was I saying? Wait, because I don't want to. Hold on, I want to figure out real quick because I don't want to press pause and then have to go edit this into a whole nother video. That's why I'm rambling right now because I'm thinking in my head. I completely forgot. The stress is making me forget. Um. Anyways, I did a report on how studies on how the legalization of marijuana drastically decreased the crime that was happening in Colorado, and that the recent ticks of things that are going on in the area, just to say this for future reference before any profiling starts, does not have to do with the community that's already been here, at least initially. Like you can assume that with the influx of people moving into the area that there's been some new conflict or whatever, not new conflict necessarily, but people being people. And I just want to say first and foremost that the hip hop and THC communities have nothing to do with the current violence or like happenings. In fact, study shows that places with legal THC have found less crime in their areas. I did a project on it when I was younger, and if I can get those updated statistics, they'll probably back my point even more. Um, so yeah, Um, that's kind of random, but it's also like a thing, and I'm just kind of like, well, especially because of the areas the stuff's been happening in. It hasn't even been in like the downtown, the high turn up, the single adult area. You know what I'm saying? It's like been in the most random spots. It's like, why is this stuff happening here? And yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. Stuff is crazy. It is like getting casually crazy, and it's like, I don't know. We're just trying to have fun and turn up while while the turn up can still persist. Um, but yeah, then that's also another reason why you should support your local artists, your local creatives, your local businesses, the people who build community and give people a space to have fun in these stressful and quite frankly, quite frankly, quirky times. Sorry, my speech has been really off today. I kind of stutter a little bit more than usual. I don't know what's going on with that. I've been trying to work on that. I think I've just been a little bit overloaded lately, and like, yeah, but but yeah, and I think what's being shown with the beauty of the people that's supporting each other on the internet within the THC community and online, it shows how we're actually really chill, and it shows the vibes of what we provide for that community. So it's like just giving a third space, giving a safe space, and making it to where a lot of people can just sort of chill out and sort of just relax and decompress in a way that's not attached to anything political or anything that seems to be going on um, unnecessarily. So when drastic things do happen in the community that's covered on the news and that is informed to the public, you always have somewhere to go to sort of not necessarily forget, but to know that there can be peace and calm in the storm.